Got some requests for heart opener, so we'll find that for sure. And we'll just check in with the body. Checking in with the breath and getting yourself comfortable. Taking the moment you need to arrive. To arrive on your mat. To arrive in your space. And then to really arrive in the body. Letting thoughts and sounds move through you. Letting go of any story that rises or falls. Surrendering the judgments or the expectations and all of the obligations you may be carrying in this moment, or this moment, or this moment. Surrendering them into the ether, into the air, into the earth, to source, to spirit, to something greater than yourself. Bringing all of your awareness to your inhalations and your exhalations here. Noticing. Maybe noticing if there's some tension in the shoulders or the hips, or maybe simply in the jaw. Maybe it's a resistance in the mind, the egoic self continuing to play story, to bounce in the duality of thoughts. And throughout this practice, if you do notice your mind wanders, we'll use the power of the breath to bring our awareness back to unity consciousness, back to yoga, to the union of the body and the spirits and the mind together as one. We can anchor these breaths in with an intention, an internal declaration, truly an anchor for the mind, a mental drishti. Inviting this into yourself, maybe inviting it to your heart by drawing one palm to the heart center and then the other to cover, to hold this container. The mother and father energy, the masculine and feminine, holding your intention here at heart center. And we'll find 3 breath cycles together, utilizing a humming exhale rather than an open mouth exhale. Big breath through the nose, fill up. And exhale. Allowing that soft vibration to settle your energy into earth below. And 2 more intentional breaths through the nose in. And humming out. your most conscious, most present, most intentional breath of your day, fully expansive inhale. And here you are in this moment, hands on heart, feeling this opening underneath the palms, this energy. And we'll just simply release the hands to the knees. And I'm going to invite us for some soft movements like cat-cows, but seated. Just to really begin to lubricate the spine and bring some energy through this space. Many of us sit all day, keyboard warriors. Smile at your warriorship and honor this channel that connects you to the earth and to source, creator, spirit, God, any name you'd like to call what is greater than you. As you inhale, the heart goes forward. Exhale, the heart goes back. A simple movement, also helping to stir up a little bit of the energy at the pelvic floor, this area of the hips, root chakra, Visuddha chakra, Swadhisthana, I forget, second chakra, sacral chakra. And maybe breathing into the belly, awakening some of your inner fire just for the moment. Then we'll draw that breath into the heart as the heart glides forward, in and back as it goes out. And then drawing a breath all the way to the crown, sitting up tall. Inhale. And exhale. Drawing the chin to the chest. Some simple neck rolls here, being very soft, very slow, feeling all the little details of how your head stays connected to your body. Traveling in one direction and then the other. And maybe back the other way. Bringing awareness to this whole central area before we proceed on. And find an inhale for a neutral chin, tall spine. A nice simple exhale. Blink the eyes open if they're not already, or you can keep them closed. And have you extend the feet out in front of you. Roll up the back of your mat if you'd like, so that you can elevate your sits bones. And we're going to find a twist before we move into any more folds or openings. So drawing the right knee in and bringing it over the top of the left leg. So our right ankle is hooked on the outside of the left leg. And from here, this might be enough for this right hip, or maybe take an inhale from the sits bones on the earth up to the heart. And as you exhale, begin looking over the right leg to the right. That right hand could come back behind you, earth block, or maybe on the low spine. Loosen the shoulders away from the ears and sit up as tall as you can as you breathe in. Elevate, expand as you exhale. Maybe it opens your twist a little bit further. This is our yin practice. We'll find this pose for a few moments of time, moment after moment, just being, allowing this to take time to expand. Take time to unfold the posture, to let it happen for you. Maybe it's a subtle twist. Maybe it's a very deep twist. About 3 more long, slow, intentional breaths here. Last inhale and exhale. Soften the navel, come back to center. Draw this right knee into the chest and then extend that leg out. Maybe shake it out, maybe massage both knees, legs, whatever kind of feels good for you here. No pressure to do anything. And mostly for the spine, a bit for the hips. We're going to find the other side. So the sole of that left foot comes to the outside of that right leg of yours, taking an inhale to find some lift through the heart, maybe even through the crown. Keep a slight tuck in the chin and then begin twisting to the left. Maybe noticing, like me, I'm not going to be able to twist as far because my left hip is going crazy. Whew. And if you just experienced a cramp in your left hip, maybe walk that left foot more towards the calf. Again, welcoming the twist from the base of your spine, inhaling up to the heart, to the top of the crown, and exhale to twist. Maybe a little further. Softening where you can, staying active where you need to remain in your seated twist in this way, in this moment. Welcoming the unraveling of this shape for you with your breath for about 3 more rounds. Last breath in and out. Softening the navel, coming back to center, drawing that left knee in. And this time bringing the soles of the feet together when you're ready. No rush. My movable mats. And then to help us open in butterfly legs, we'll just make butterfly wings. I feel like Sada had us do this at one point. He's just like, just do this. Just keep doing this. In Kundalini practice one Sunday. Like, okay, this feels good. And if you'd like to settle that motion down, bring awareness to the feet. I think we did this last week too, but I feel encouraged to massage that inner arch especially, but wherever feels good for you. I love that, like, oh, I give attention to this spot and then this spot calls me, and then oh, that spot, and then like, oh, can't forget my pinky toe, like that needs attention too. And just bring awareness to the feet through the power of your touch. Make sure you massage the top of the feet as well as the sole of the foot, maybe even up to the ankles and calves, and then back down, giving thanks. And from here, if you have a block, you can place that on the inner arches, maybe high, maybe low, or maybe excuse the block from your practice. Taking an inhale, we'll find a gentle forward fold as we exhale into butterfly pose. I like to invite you to bring the back of your hands to the earth, helping to bring a gesture of giving and receiving, and a gesture blah, of surrender. And I, within my practice and myself, feel the back of my heart and my shoulder blades really melt when I do this. Like I can give away that stress that's held there as I breathe into the back of the heart, into the shoulder blades, expanding, and then exhale. Let it go. Feel gravity. Feel the earth underneath you. Feel the air on your skin or your clothes. Maybe even a vibration. Then utilizing one of my favorite principles of yoga, where the attention goes, the energy flows, the prana goes. So wherever you're feeling sensation, breathe into that space, expand it with your inhales, and see if you can relax it with the exhales. Notice where you might be holding tension, maybe in the abdominals, maybe in the hips, maybe the soles of the feet or the toes are finding resistance or engagement. Wherever that is, take a body scan. Find where you might be holding. Breathe into that space and surrender it. We'll find 3 more breaths here. And then pressing the palms down into the earth. Inhale to rise up. And crossing the ankles, we'll make our way into a child's pose. This child's pose could be knees in, finding embryo, or knees wide, more traditional. Wherever your body decides to lead you, allow again softness through the upper half of your body as best as you can. If you notice the hips, the pelvis are elevated and aren't able to fully relax, maybe bringing some pillows or the bolster in between the legs at one height or the other. Allowing the chest and if the hands are back by the feet, draw them forward in front of the shoulders, and we'll inhale to elevate ourselves up to table pose. Knees under hips, palms under shoulders, tops of the feet on the earth for now. We'll find some cat cows, simple, soft, breath moving cat cows. Breath guiding. The breath leads, the body follows. Maybe feeling no sensations or no stretching in the body because the breath is shallow. Or if the breath is deep, maybe it allows you to open further and close more. And I'm going to have us invite a breath retention in. For the next inhale, find your cow pose as you inhale. And at the top of the inhale, hold the posture, hold the breath in. And then as you exhale, same idea, cat pose, exhale all the air out. Hold the breath out. And then neutral spine on the inhale. I'm going to have you tuck your toes under, and we're going to downward dog today. Pressing through the palms, lifting the hips up, and keeping a bend in the knees if that feels best for you. Maybe pedaling out one leg and then the other, feeling that stretch across the back of the calves, knees, thighs, glutes. And if downward dog is just simply obnoxious for your yin practice, you can make your way early into ragdoll pose. Otherwise, stay here for 3 to 5 more breath cycles. Being soft through the jaw, soft in any movements you may find. Eyes are relaxed. And then in your time and your peace, walking the feet about halfway in towards the hands, and then ragdolling out. You can have a big bend in the knees. Pardon me. Big bend in the knees, torso resting on the inner thighs. Hands come to opposite elbows. Prayer at the nape of the neck, or relaxing the back of the palms to the earth. You can find some sways, lengthening one leg and then the other. Soft jaw, soft neck. Whatever feels good here. Feel gravity elongating the spine from the sits bones all the way to the tip of the crown. bringing space to the vertebrae. Feeling your feet on the earth here as well. Noticing how balance is. Maybe noticing how the weight of your body is transferring between all of the parts of the sole of each foot and how it connects to the earth below you. And then taking an inhale and a soft exhale. Bring the hands to the earth, and with a bend in the knees, begin to walk your hands to the right and turn your feet to face right. Yeah, so that you guys can see me. We're gonna elongate, widen the stance of the feet, and walk the feet back off of the edge of the mat. So we're in this weird downward dog-ish type of a pose. And I guess we're doing hips today. We'll get to heart opener as well. And then we're gonna lower the knees down to the earth. So the knees are wider than the hips. The hands are on the earth. If you need a bolster, you can bring one in between. We're gonna move to frog pose. So as you're ready, maybe the elbows lower down. The inner knees come to the earth and the inner ankles. You could also find this without the bolster. But it'll look something like this on the earth. So goddess pose with the torso down, belly down. Yeah. Is story there? She what? Okay. Yeah. You guys are cute. Yeah, and if your inner knees are uncomfortable off of your mat, you're welcome to turn back to the right so that your knees are supported. Yeah, that way. A blanket under the knees can always be nice as well. We'll be here for a couple minutes to allow the inner thighs, the inner hips, the groin, this lower chest coming from source and come down through us into manifestation through our lower chakras. And it's from this grounded place that we can create up towards spirits. So it's a beautiful rise and fall as the energy, the creative energy opens, rises, falls back down into tangibility, and then rises again. And a few more rounds of breath here. And as you're ready, as you feel fulfilled in this shape, we'll take one last breath in. And walking the elbows underneath the shoulders and then the hands to elevate ourselves back up. The toes can come back in to lift you up back into that table pose. And then you can turn back to the left and be on your mat if you're not already. From here, we'll just lower all the way down onto the mat. Hips, heart, arms can be wide or down, left ear to the mat, right ear to the mat, doesn't matter. Maybe you create a pillow with the hands so your brow can rest. And shake out the hips onto the earth, the pelvis back and forth. Take a nice breath in and surrender the front side body down to the earth for a moment of stillness. And scan the body again here. Where are you holding tension? Are you holding tension? And if not in the body, maybe somewhere else. Find a nice full breath in and a soft breath out. We'll find Sphinx pose, pressing the palms into the earth and bringing the elbows underneath the shoulders and the hands straight out in front of the elbows. Soft glutes down to the toes. Heart can be wide open here. The head, the crown can be lifted, or the brow could drop down to a block, or just in general. And bringing compression to the low spine in a gentle way here. If you'd like a deeper variation, the hands can go a little bit wider, pressing into the palms to seal pose. You can do this at any point in time during our few minutes in Sphinx, or you can find seal pose for the entire T. And wherever you're at, breathe into sensation, soften where you can, activate where you need to, and breathe. And just simply breathe. Breathe into this offering, this shape with your intention, your declaration of what you're cultivating. Coming up on the last 60 seconds of our Sphinx pose. If you'd like seal for the last minute, feel free. And wherever you go, be there in this exploration of yourself. The last few breath cycles here. And for the keyboard warriors, nice breath in. And as you lower down, draw the right ear to the earth, the left hand under left shoulder, right arm goes straight out. The left knee bends, and then you'll roll open. Left side body on right side body. Left hand could come back behind you or stay planted in front of you. Left foot can come back behind you and plant on the earth, or maybe the knees and the ankles stack. That's another. Not staying here too long. Find your last 3 breaths on this side. Coming back around. Fun here. From here, bring the chin to the earth, hands under the shoulders. We're going to press up and back to a downward dog. Ha ha ha. Because why not? Seemed fun. And we're going to bring this left knee over to this right elbow and drop it straight down, extending the left leg out to the right and lowering the hip all the way down to the earth. So this is kind of like a, oh my God, kind of like a pigeon, kind of like a deer. But we're just going to, yeah, a little bit more twisty. And maybe walk the hands over to the left a little bit more. Maybe lower down like a deer pose. See if you can, without engaging this left leg to be straight, just have it as long as it can be. Really tapping this IT band. The pressure on the outside of the leg, especially through the thigh. And because this is yin, we're not going to do the push-ups that come with it in the vinyasa. And there's the push-ups with the leg lift too. Ooh. That's for Friday. Noticing how this might be different than pigeon, how it might be different than deer. Noticing where you're active, where the twist works for you, where you might pull back or go further for the last minute. And our last 3 breaths. Your front side body, releasing the left ear to the earth. The left hand goes straight out to the left side. Right palm under right shoulder, right knee bends and rolling open onto the left shoulder. Right side body on left side body. Maybe stacking knees and ankles. Inviting in some peace with your breath. And finding our last few breaths here. Expansive and softening. Then making your way back around, bringing the hands under the shoulders, tucking the toes under, coming up through a tabletop, and then sending the hips up to downward dog. Maybe taking a moment here, being like, nope. Bring the right knee to the left elbow, dropping it straight down, extending that right leg out, and allowing the outside of the right thigh down. From here, taking that inhale to create some space and lengthen the spine. Maybe walking the hands to the right, maybe not. Find your expression. And lower if you're called to. Or stay elevated. Extending that right leg as far as possible while not engaging it. Allow it to be soft. Allow the twist to help squeeze the organs. Julie, you okay? Okay. Like my hip earlier. More water. Mm. So notice the pressure, the outside of your right leg on the earth. Maybe notice if the left hip bone can come closer to the right inner thigh or not. Notice where you need to be active, where you can be soft. and asking, how is my breath? How is my body? And how is my mind? And breathing into any and all things that arise. And finding our last few breaths here. Bring the palms back to the earth, tucking those left toes under to bring yourself up to table. And then finding a little bit of movement here. Maybe that movement is stillness in a child's pose or an embryo pose. Maybe a couple cat-cows would feel nice, or a sway in the hips. And from here, we'll find our second to last back bend. So lovely twisting before back bends. So coming back into your tabletop pose, our deepest, most active heart opener of our practice. Now that the shoulders are open, the low spine is opened, find puppy dog pose. This could be found with the bolster in between the legs, where you relax the chest down, the arms forward, and the arms could go out a little wider as well. So forward and wide, creating a V with the arms rather than keeping them in line. Or maybe just finding puppy dog pose in an unsupported variation where the heart comes down to the earth, the lips or chin come down. Wherever you're at, breathe. Breathe into the shoulder blades, compressing the back of the heart, squeezing out any blockages there. Breathing into the expansiveness of the lungs and the chest as it melts down towards the earth. Stimulating the lung meridian and the heart meridians here with each breath. So we cleanse our blockages from this place of giving and receiving. Inviting in our gratitude. Inviting in our loving kindness. our loving awareness. And our last 3 breath cycles here. Sending the feet out in front of us, coming onto our butts. Bringing blocks or bolsters to the back body. So as we sit here, bringing that bolster to the low spine, we're going to find a forward fold before we find another back bend. So simple forward fold. Caterpillar in the yin practice. So rooting down through the sits bones, softening the legs, taking an inhale into the heart. And the exhale simply brings the chin towards chest as you relax forward, bringing space to the back body once more. Breathing into the back of the heart. One full breath in and out. Rising back up as you inhale. And if you do have the bolster, it's the simple releasing onto the bolster as you exhale. If you have blocks, one block behind the back of the heart and the shoulder blades, one behind the head, or if you have books, same idea. Pillows on top of the books. As you like here. Oh, that's my light. And then breathing into the heart center. And softening the shoulders. Softening the body over your supports. If you'd prefer the soles of the feet to come together for a butterfly variation. Or not. Up to you. And then beginning to breathe the mantra, I am, loving awareness into the center of your chest. Inhaling, I am. Exhaling, loving awareness. Allowing all the different facets and details of this mantra to come in and out of your being, all the different understandings. Where is the noun? Where is the adjective? And letting go of the cognitive, and embodying loving awareness as you in this moment. And so it is. Allowing the shoulders and the hands, the hips to the feet, the neck to the crown to be soft, so that the heart elevates and levitates towards the sky as the rest of the body feels gravity to the earth. As your breath expands the heart center on the inhale, and then melts your loving awareness across your entire being. Our breath, whether masked or not, the breath connects us, connects the ancient, the future, and the now within you. You're welcome to stay in this space, this shape, or if you'd like to find a traditional shavasana or any last shapes or postures, feel free to find those for yourself, for your practice. Eventually settling into your final resting pose, however that is for you today. Could be lying out long onto the earth, maybe legs up the wall, maybe seated, up to you. Allow your body to guide and your breath to flow and your loving awareness to emanate through every cell, through every vibration, from your heart out into the world. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Yam Ram Om. Ram 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 Yam Ram Om. Ram 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 Yam Ram Om. Allowing yourself to surrender here in your final rest as loving awareness, always held by earth, by breath. You are safe, and so it is. Returning to gratitude. Bringing into your awareness, just to your awareness, something you're grateful for in this moment. And then send that gratitude with a breath in through the body, filling your cells and letting go gratitude as you exhale, allowing the space you're in to be full of that energy of thanks, of being blessed. And maybe continuing to invite things you're grateful for in as you continue to breathe and awaken the body, bringing thanks for your movements, being in thanks for the fingers and toes, the palms and soles, the wrists and ankles. And maybe stretching the body out long onto the earth. Hands away from heels, heels away from crown with a big full breath in. And drawing the knees into the chest, giving yourself a loving hug of gratitude. Then coming onto your right side, allowing your heart to emanate out into the world. A little seed shape of your potential, your intentions, and pressing down with the left hand to arrive back in a seated position. Finding your comfortable seats, however that may be, and continuing to remain inward here. Feeling, not thinking, but feeling. Witnessing the breath in the body. Witnessing any shifts that may have occurred over the last hour within you. And drawing the hands back to the heart. One palm pressing to your chest, the other to hold, to create the container. Giving a slight bow of gratitude to yourself, holding this gratitude, this loving awareness and your intention here. Om Shanti. 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. May peace move and flow through and with you for the rest of this week and beyond with gratitude. I give thanks to you for being here on your mat for this practice for yourself. The light in me sees and honors and loves the light in all and each of you. Satnam and Namaste. Thanks, Sto.
Thank you.